I'm still breathing, falling in love every evening.
God bless me, even though I'm through sneezing.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. It's Hero here with another video for you guys. So today I'm going to be telling you guys the story of how I passed out at the fucking doctor's office. And yeah, like I don't know, I felt like I was going to die, but I'm pretty sure I wasn't going to die. I'll probably be like too overdramatic. But yeah, I fucking passed out for like the first time in my life ever. And hopefully the last time. But yeah, let's just get into it. So I talked about how I really fucking hated college when I was in it for like a semester or so in one of my other videos. And yeah, I mean, shit really sucked. But basically, when I was in college, I kind of like fucked myself up pretty badly. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of the time in college, I would spend so much time either studying or working on some type of like homework or paper or whatever, or even just trying to enjoy myself for the little bit of time that I wasn't doing something, that I kind of neglected my health a lot. And it didn't help that at the time my health was like rapidly deteriorating and shit. But anyway, so there would be a lot of nights where I didn't sleep at all. Maybe got like 1 to like 4 hours of sleep tops. And I would have to like go to class at like 6 a.m. in the goddamn morning. And I went to BMCC, which is a college that's in Manhattan. It's a community college that's in Manhattan, and I live in Brooklyn. So to get to Manhattan is like half an hour to maybe an hour train ride away. So I would have to leave pretty fucking early, right? So like, since I barely got any sleep, I'd just like get up super fucking early, like get ready for school, and then I would leave, right? And then I'd get, I swear to you, no lie, this was like my breakfast every single morning. I would get a Monster Energy, and then I would go to Dunkin' Donuts and get 2 bacon, egg, and cheese snack wraps and a sweet tea. And that would be my breakfast every single morning. And yeah, man, I mean, that shit is not good for you. Like, I honestly don't recommend drinking energy drinks at all. But I mean, when you drink it every day, yeah, you're pretty much fucking yourself up. So yeah, I was getting like little to no sleep. And I was like eating and drinking shitty. Like, I don't know, I had bad habits when it comes to eating and drinking. So yeah, one day I had to go to class that early, right? And then I had classes all day long up until around the afternoon, like around 1 or 2. And then I had a doctor's appointment all the way back here in Brooklyn. So I go through my whole long ass fucking day and I'm dying. But at that point it was kind of usual. It was like normal for me to be dying. And then I come back to go to my doctor's appointment. So I go to the doctor, right? And the doctor checks me out. Everything seems to be like relatively okay. She says that I need to get more rest, yada, yada, yada. And then she says, we're going to need to do some blood tests, right? And I'm like, well, fuck me. Like, like nobody told me about any blood tests. But anyways, she sends me to the laboratory, right? So I'm waiting to get these blood tests done. So then the nurse calls me in and I sit down and, you know, they do the whole like wrap the fucking rubber band around your arm shit and all that. And he has like fucking like 12 fucking vials there that he's gonna fill all of them up with my fucking blood. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, so he walks in with the 12 vials and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and I'm like, you're not gonna fill those all the way, right? And then he's like, oh no, we have to fill them all the way. We have to run a lot of tests. And I'm like, well, fuck me. Like just to get this clear, like you'll probably know this eventually if you keep watching the channel or whatever, but I have a like phobia of needles. Yeah, like it all started when I was younger, where my cousins and my family and shit would like pick on me and say, oh, you're gonna get a needle and blah blah blah, and kind of torment me right before I get my fucking shots. So yeah, it traumatized me. Not to mention, when I moved back from Texas, I went to the doctor to get immunization papers, which I had already gotten all my immunizations, right? And they couldn't find my immunization papers because my immunization papers were in Texas. So they gave me an entire another batch of immunizations. So that could explain why the fuck I'm so fucked up. But anyways, yeah, so I have a fucking phobia of needles. And I also have a phobia of pain. Like, I know that sounds weird, but it's like other people don't care about pain or whatever. But when I know I'm gonna like, I don't know, have pain or whatever, I don't know how to explain that. Like, I get fucking freaked out. Like, I get so spooked and I start to like have anxiety attacks and shit. Like, it's weird because I'm actually pretty good with pain. I can handle it pretty well, but I'm fucking terrified of it. So the nurse is putting the needle in my arm, and he starts taking blood. And I'm okay for like the first vial. I'm like, oh, all right, you know, it's not that bad. And then I start to feel a little bit woozy, a little bit sick, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel too good. And then the nurse is like, okay, put your head down between your legs so that like the blood doesn't rush from your head. And I was like, okay, and I did that. And then like as he went like 1 or 2 more vials, like I just felt totally fucked up. Like I felt so fucking sick. I was like nauseous as all hell. And I was about to puke, honestly. And I kept telling the nurse, I'm like, I don't feel good. I really don't feel good. I feel like I'm going to throw up. And then he's like, okay, just hold on. And he's still going, right? So next thing I know, I'm like, oh, I don't feel too good. And then he's like, a little bit more. And then boom, just like that, I'm fucking like out. And I didn't realize it until I woke up, which was only a couple seconds later. Like I literally passed out for a couple seconds and then woke up like right after. And even though I was only out for a second, right? Like for a couple seconds, my whole entire body was freezing cold, but I was like sweating my ass off. I don't know how that works. I mean, I guess that's what they mean by cold sweats, but fuck me, that shit was terrifying. So like I regained consciousness with my head between my legs, and the nurse is like, hey, are you there? He's like, the needle's not getting any more blood out of you. And I'm like, I'm okay. I'm just like half conscious and shit. And the nurse is like, hey, like you need to wake up. You need to get up. And I literally can't bring myself to lift my body. And then boom, blackout again. So I passed out a second time, right? This time, I don't know how long I was out for. I think it was a couple of minutes. But when I wake up, I'm not sitting in the chair anymore. And I'm laying down on a fucking like hospital type bed that they have in the doctor's office. I don't know. And yeah, they're like trying to wake me up. They're like, hey, are you okay? And then they're giving me this sugar drink, which like they give you, I think, when you're about to pass out or whatever. I don't know. But it like woke my ass up, something fierce. But yeah, they're just trying to wake me up, and they're like, hey, you passed out. Like, hey, you passed out. You got me scared. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And then they're like, we didn't even get to get all the blood we needed for the test. You're going to have to come back another day. And I'm like, oh, all right. And yeah, it was kind of like at that moment, that was one of the defining moments in my life, I swear. Like, I can't, it made me realize, like, I can't keep living like this. Like, college was just taking too much, like, of a toll on me. It was too stressful for me. And I really didn't want to be there to begin with. And when you kind of force yourself to do something that you don't want to do, it takes its toll on you physically also, and I think that kind of added to it. But yeah, I remember just like calling my mom that day, and I'm like, man, I don't know how much more of this I could like put up with. Like, this is ridiculous. But yeah, like I don't know. I got better, and I ended up going home. And yeah, I actually didn't ever go back to that clinic. I kind of just said, fuck that shit. I mean, I had a shitty doctor anyways, and I needed to change doctors, so that's like a whole nother story. But yeah, that's the story about how I fucking passed out at the doctor's office. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little story or whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like on the video if you did. Subscribe to see some more videos in the future. Maybe some more serious stuff like my Real Talk series and some other stuff that I'm working on. It's going to be pretty cool. And check out the Facebook page for some cool stuff and funny stuff. And I think that's about it. So yeah, thanks for watching and stick around.
Sleeping through the day, wake up with champagne, roll me an A. I told my mother I would quit. What can I say? I'm still breathing, falling in love every evening. So we just gonna stay. Teenage dream.